Beautiful night.
I woke you, didn't I?
You didn't. I turned and you weren't there.
I couldn't sleep.
How about a back rub?
Maybe later.
Sometimes it's better to share what's bothering you.
I know, and I will. Just not right now.
I love you.
Look, I'll be in just a second, okay? There's no use both of us losing a night's sleep. Brandon gets up pretty early.
He does, doesn't he? Good night.
Santana. I don't know why. Lately, I just have a hard time sharing my feelings. I guess I'm not used to being a married man.
I don't help much, do I?
Are you kidding? You've been terrific. I don't know how you put up with me sometimes.
Bruce, I don't expect you to give what you're not ready to give. I just can't help caring about you.
I care about you, too. Don't you know that?
I know you don't feel the same way I do. You can't hide your feelings just the same way I can't.
I just want you and Brandon to have the life you deserve. I'm going to give it to you.
You already have.
Maybe. Anyway, I appreciate you being patient.
It isn't hard when you're in love.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's not us.
Is it the investigation? I heard you and Nick talking earlier about some case that he's working on.
Yeah, he's been helping Eden with something.
I hope she's fine.
Me too. She had to fly up to Stanford Medical Center again tonight.
Why?
Well, apparently Kirk's body is rejecting his new heart. He may not make it.
Mr. Cranston, your wife's here. Mr. Cranston? Get Dr. Wingate. Right.
She's here.
Kirk, Eden.
Gina, she's here.
I'm here.
It's time. Gina, come on.
Gina, what about Kirk? Gina? Kirk?
Gina, what? No, Gina. No. Can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait. It's perfect. It's perfect. Do it. Do it now. There, Gina.
Still not taking, is it?
No.
5 milligrams of Benzedol. Sedative should calm him down.
Please, can I stay with you?
No, I'm afraid not, Miss
I
Cranston.
won't upset him.
He doesn't even know we're here.
Please.
Gina.
No. I'll
Please, just a few minutes, please. I promise I won't.
Out of the question. The nurse will let you know if there's any change.
Please, can you give him some more of that drug or something?
No, I'm sorry. His body is fighting the rejection, but still hasn't turned the corner. And we've given him all of that drug that we can give him right now that we dare. I'm sorry. I know that it's very painful.
Hello, ring the bell at this hour. Coming.
Good morning, Rosa. It's a gorgeous day.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Already? You know, I hate to miss a minute on a day like today. Is Kelly up?
Should she be expecting you?
Not really, but we had a little argument. I thought I'd stop by and settle things.
At this hour?
Well, it's never too late to get things settled. A new day, a new beginning. May I see her?
Kelly's not here.
Where is she?
I don't know. And if I did, I'm not sure I'd tell you.
You know, I like you, Rosa. You don't pull any punches.
Is there anything else you want?
You know, this place is as dead as a tomb even at this hour. Rosa, you can do me a favor. When you find out where Kelly is, give me a call at this number.
I'm sure if Kelly wants to talk to you, she'll call you herself.
Loyal to the end.
I don't like seeing people I love get hurt.
I haven't hurt Kelly.
So you say.
That might be her. I'll wait.
You'll go. Now.
All right, but look, if that is Kelly, tell her that I will be in touch with her very soon. Good day, Rosa.
Nick, I called just as soon as I got your message.
I'm sorry to bother you up there. How's Kirk doing?
Oh, not good. The doctors don't have much hope.
I'm sorry. Listen, I wanted to let you know I'm going to be out of town in New York for a few days. So is there anything else you need from me to find out before I leave?
No, that's okay. I think I'm just going to drop the whole matter anyway.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, okay. But I've got to warn you that Cruz is terribly worried about your safety, and he's not happy at all about not knowing what's going on.
You wouldn't be. And as per our agreement, you don't know anything either, do you?
Well, I think I have a pretty good idea.
Well, let's just drop it, okay, Nick?
All right. But you'll call me if you need anything.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Have a nice trip.
Well, Eden, how's Kelly feeling? Do you know?
Well, she hasn't called me.
Well, I'd just like to know if she's all right. Maybe that makes me the biggest fool in the world for asking, but...
Glad to know you still care.
Of course I do.
You know, she did say that she was all right.
But you don't believe her?
Well, she was upset. I have to admit, I'm a little worried about her.
I just feel terrible about that. Well, look, I sincerely hope that Kirk is going to pull through this.
Yeah, me too.
I was just going to call you.
I took the jet up as soon as I heard it. You look exhausted.
I think we all are.
Daddy.
Oh.
Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Kirk's a fighter. I know he's not going to give up. He's made it this far.
Yes, he has.
Look at you. You okay?
Guess I just have to accept whatever happens.
You're amazing, you know that. I'm so proud of you. I know Kirk is, too.
You know, you didn't need to come all the way down here.
Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. I'm going to go find his doctor. I want to get an update.
What's wrong, sweetheart? Just tired. I want people feeling sorry for me.
We all love you, Eden.
I know. Just can't handle everybody's sympathy. I just don't need it right now.
You want to tell me what's really going on?
Mama, please. No more questions. Let's just leave it alone.
Even Dirty Harry needs some sleep.
Well, yeah, one thing about Dirty Harry, you will notice he never, ever has to file a report.
You gonna have some breakfast?
I don't think so, thanks. I'm gonna go in early today.
I hadn't said I love you in days. I shouldn't have.
It's not that.
Cruz, I don't expect you to change your feelings overnight.
No, you don't expect it, Santana, but that's what you want me to do. I mean, I feel it every time we're together. You want me to say those same things to you, and I know how much it gets to you when I can't.
I didn't make a big deal about it.
Look, don't get mad. I'm not blaming you. It's just that we could be talking about the PTA, and it's there.
I'm selfish, Cruz. I can't play act to hide my feelings for you. I've tried. The trouble is, I want to share everything with you.
No two people share everything.
You shared everything with Eden.
No, I didn't. We shared a lot. And there's a bond between us. When something is wrong with her, when she is in some kind of trouble, I can still feel it.
That's because you loved her.
She asked Nick to do some investigating for her. I think it has to do with that night at the boathouse. Now, we know that Gina tried to kill Eden that night. And I can't imagine Gina trying to do something like that alone.
Does Eden suspect the same thing?
Why else would she hire a private investigator? Granted, there could be a logical explanation. This is just a feeling, and for some reason she won't talk to me about it. I'm sorry, I keep going on about this. This isn't your problem.
No, I'm just so happy that you're talking to me. I get a little crazy too, you know.
Not without good reason.
Well, I'm not exactly wild about the fact that Eden still gets to you. I have no right to resent it either.
Santana, I want to be a good husband to you.
You are.
Well, if I am, it's only because you are so loving. Brandon and I are both lucky to have you.
Bruce, you don't regret our marriage, do you?
No. Never. I want it to work.
I'm so glad.
But I want us to keep being honest with each other, too.
You want to go see Eden this morning?
Yes, I do. I am. I think she's still in trouble. One way or another, I'm going to find out.
I understand. Look, I don't care what you say. You're still going to need a good breakfast. Give me a minute, okay?
What did the doctor say?
Same old rhetoric. Patient extremely critical. They're going to keep him in isolation for a while. The next few hours could be it, is what they say.
It's awful, isn't it? Did you get a hold of Rosa yet?
Still no word from Kelly. I don't know where she could be. I don't expect my children to act so irresponsibly.
Kelly isn't a child.
She's sure acting like one.
No, a child would have gone through a wedding just to please her father.
I don't know, Sophia. I'm so used to her flying through the house, smiling and laughing. She has me scared this time. She's so withdrawn. I mean, you should have seen her the way she was before she left the house.
I was hoping she'd get in touch with you.
I wish she did, too. The girls seem to talk to you so much more easily than me. I mean, I could run an entire conglomerate practically by remote control, but I can't help my own daughter when she needs me.
Why don't you go back to Santa Barbara?
Yes, I want to stay with Eden.
Eden won't be alone. I'll be here with her. I think you'd feel better if you went back to look for Kelly.
I would.
There's nothing we can do for Kirk. We just have to wait. I promise I'll call you if we hear anything.
Thank you. I'm very glad the girls have you. Well, will you be coming back to Santa Barbara tonight?
I don't know. That depends.
Yes. Well, whenever. Would you stop by the house if you do come back? It's all right. I understand if you don't want to. There are so many things I want to talk to you. So many things are going on.
Yes, I'd like that. As long as we don't fall into the same old trap.
Forgive me, but which trap is that? There are so many.
You're right. I think I'm talking about the one that starts out with accusations and ends up with anger.
Yes. Well, I promise you that won't happen this time. I do appreciate it if you stop by.
I'll tell you what, when I call you and tell you how Kirk's doing, then I'll tell you if I'm coming by or not.
Yes. Well, whatever you decide. Goodbye, Sophia.
Bye.
Can't I buy a former employee breakfast without having an ulterior motive? I'm paranoid.
With good reason.
So, how do you like your new boss?
Rick and I are thick as thieves.
No, I'm talking about the new owner, C.C. Capwell himself.
Oh, I like him almost as much as I like Rick.
So you weren't invited to the wedding that wasn't?
Oh, Kelly just forgot to put me on the guest list, but that's academic now, isn't it? Of course, you're the brother of the groom, so who would know better than you?
Well, Nick and I aren't talking that much lately. I guess Kelly's been hiding out at the casino.
How's she? She must be invisible.
Well, Cece must be keeping a tight rein on her.
I suppose.
I've got some papers that I need to get to Cece. I know he's a very busy man. So why don't you give me a call next time you see Kelly?
Why don't you do your own spying?
Spying?
Well, if you want to see Kelly, why don't you put an ad in the Personals?
Forget it, I'll mail them.
Why are you so hot to see her?
Because she left town last night, and I'm worried about her.
Excuse me, am I mistaken, or isn't your brother the one that's engaged to her?
That was all a big mistake. Kelly and I have had this thing going for a couple of months now. We just kept it discreet for Nick's sake, but now we're going to be together.
Are you serious?
Have you seen Kelly Capwell this morning?
Not yet, sir.
I know that she has breakfast here quite often.
Yes, and usually at this hour.
Why don't I just wait for her?
Table for one?
Yes, please.
Fine.
Sorry, Dylan, but you and Kelly just doesn't
Why
fit.
do you think she called off the wedding?
Not because of you.
The same. Kelly's been under a lot of pressure lately. We had a little fight. She just split town. We have nice strong to Capwell's.
Vaguely.
It's driving me crazy trying to find her.
Obviously. You know, I think God made the Capwells just to make my life seem a little more normal. I'm going to buy breakfast. This has just been so
Look, will
worth
you
it.
help me?
Forget it. Why didn't you try Abel over there?
Good morning, Mr. Lockridge. Table for one?
Yeah. I want. At it. I'd like to make a reservation for dinner.
Very well. How many in your party?
2. That's 7, and I'd like private.
But of course.
I'll seat myself.
Very well.
What is this? A local meeting of Traders Anonymous?
Why, Lionel. So witty, so early.
Would you like to join us?
I don't eat with liars.
I haven't lied to you.
I told you that I would top any offer that C.C. Capwell made for your shares in the casino.
No, we talked about that, and we didn't settle on the deal.
Oh, we didn't? You just simply agreed to accept my money to start the casino when nobody else would
You
back
only
you.
did that so that your son could have a cushiony job.
Really?
Now, if it wasn't for me, he'd still be on the unemployment line.
Well, maybe he'd be better off.
I understand that Cece made your newfound son, Rick, his top dog out there. Excuse me, please. I have other business to take care of.
That was charming. Why don't you join me, Lionel?
Does this mean that you're finished working at the casino?
Au contraire, I love working. I was so bored. I mean, how many ways can you shop?
Augusta, you have more than enough money.
That's true. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll write a book, Divorce for Fun and Profit.
It's not a joke, Augusta. You'll be accepting C.C. Capwell's money.
Funny thing. Doesn't matter how much money there is, it's always spent the same way.
Now, give it up, Augusta.
Oh, rot, Lionel.
What's the matter? Weren't the paintings enough?
No, Cece did pay for those. We can't get enough of each other.
Oh, you really are a spiteful woman.
Before you make a judgment on my circle of friends, who's your new playmate?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you used to be so much quicker. Is she someone old, someone new, someone borrowed, or someone blue?
You know something? This conversation is beginning to sound familiar. Would you excuse me? Enjoy your breakfast.
Ciao, lover.
I told you not to worry. Kelly's fine.
I didn't say I was worried, did I?
Yeah, she'll probably give you a call as soon as the dust settles. You know, Nick, if you'd have given her up at the very beginning, you'd have saved us all a lot of pain, especially Kelly.
Don't you dare lecture me about our relationship.
She lied to you. Every time that you were together, it was just a lie. Do you know why? It's because you're impossible to tell the truth to.
She never called you. I don't believe you for a minute. If you really do care about Kelly, keep away from her, especially now. You see, she took off for a good reason. She needs time to herself.
Is that how you're helping out? By showing up here?
I swear to you, Dylan, leave her alone, or I will live to see that you regret it.
I thought maybe you were getting some sleep. How's Kirk? I don't know. Doctors are with him now. You all right?
I'm fine.
You sure? You've been so quiet.
I'm just tired.
Well, why don't you close your eyes? I'll be right here, okay?
I can't take this anymore, Mama.
Honey, he might make it. He's young and he's strong.
It's not Kirk, it's me.
I know there's so many things going through your mind right now, and you think your life is never going to be right again.
Mom, every time I close my eyes, I just see all the mistakes I've made staring back at me. I should have never married Kirk. Everyone knew it wasn't the right thing. Even I knew it was the right thing. But it was like I couldn't do anything about it. I just gave up.
No, you didn't. You did everything you could to make it work.
But feelings don't lie, do they, Mama? I don't love him. I never have.
I know that.
And I kept telling him that everything would be all right. That we'd be happy someday.
You don't have any feelings for him.
I can't stand it. I feel like I'm living in some kind of a lie. He's lying there in pain, and I feel hypocritical. Everyone's treating me like my only true love is dying.
Everyone's trying to make it easier for
I know,
you.
Mama. But you know what I was thinking about when you walked in the door? I was thinking about Cruz. My husband's dying, and I'm thinking about some other man.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
The thing is, Mom, is I'm not even ashamed. I love Cruz. It's the one thing in my life I know I'm sure about.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Mama.
I don't know either, baby, but I know you're going to be okay because you're so strong.
Mrs. Cranston,
What's happened?
I need to talk to you right away.
It's beautiful, Santana.
Mama, you didn't come all the way out here to look at my work.
I'm very proud of you, darling.
You got that look on your face again.
What look?
Like you want to ask me something, but you're not sure how I'm going to react. What is it?
Cece called. It's Kirk. They don't think the transplant will save him.
I know. Cruz left this morning for Palo Alto right after breakfast. It's okay. He went there to talk to Eden about the attempt on her life. It's police business.
Did I say anything?
Well, no, you didn't have to say anything. Just the look on your face. Mama, will you just stop worrying about us? Cruz and I are going to be fine.
What about Brandon? Is he feeling better?
He's still seen a therapist, but Cruz is so wonderful with him. He makes Brandon laugh so much that he almost forgets about everything that's happened.
Que bueno. Brandon needs someone like Cruz right now.
Mama, Brandon isn't the only one that's happier.
I'm glad. That's all we ever wanted for you, darling.
I know that Cruz and I aren't exactly living a romantic fantasy, but it's a good life.
This was always your dream.
And Eden was his dream. I'm not lying to myself. Things aren't perfect with us.
I'll say a prayer for you two. No marriage is easy.
Aye, Mama, I've gotten what I wanted. I've got a life with Brandon and a life with Cruz. Cruz has given this to me. I'm lucky. I am so lucky. It's just impossible. It's impossible to live with Cruz and not want him to love me.
I thought you'd want to hear it from me first. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to the floor.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor.
You know, sorry, did something happen with Kirk?
He's fine. The doctors say he's stabilized. He's gonna be all right.
And why are you so unhappy?
Don't. Please don't say anything. Just give me a hug.
I'll continue to handle the payroll until further notice.
Very well, Mr. Capwell. By the way, how is Mr. Cranston?
Matter of fact, I just heard he's going to be fine. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Have you seen my daughter today, by the way?
No, sir, but Mr. Hartley was in this morning looking for her.
Mr. Hartley? Which Mr. Hartley?
Take your pick.
Hello, Augusta. Would you please excuse us?
Certainly.
All right. Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I thought Nick and Dylan were going to draw swords this morning to see which one was going to find Kelly first.
This is none of your business.
I'm just an innocent bystander. I have to say, Cece, you've brought those girls up with so much spirit. They just bounce back.
I don't really have time for this, Augusta.
I just wanted to congratulate you. I understand Kelly and Dylan are going to bring their affair out in public. Sort of thing books are written about. Of course, nothing I'd ever read.
That is a lie. Who told you that?
Awfully touchy.
You stay out of my family's business. Do you hear me?
Well, I mean, all discretion. Oh, actually, I do have those papers you'll need for the rest of the painting.
You can drop them off at your convenience. Good night, Augusta.
Wait a minute. I thought you'd like to be in on a little fun.
Seeing you has been enough fun for one night.
Yes, but you see, Lionel has a date at 7 for 2 people, and I know you're a gambling man, so I thought maybe you'd like to lay odds on who comes in on his arm.
I couldn't care less.
I've seen how little you care.
I hate to spoil your evening, Augusta, but I guarantee that it won't be Sophia. Now, once again, good night, Augusta.
Pleasure, Cece.
Excuse me, Mrs. Lockridge, but if you're waiting for Mr. Lockridge, he just moved his reservation back to 8 o'clock.
Oh, yes? 8 o'clock. Thank you.
You're welcome.
8 o'clock.
Can you take care of that right away, please?
Yeah. What are you doing
Kelly
here?
wants me to get the apartment fixed up for her. I got a whole van full of furniture out there.
She never calls you. You're
Oh,
a
what
damn
is
liar.
this, Nick? Things from the good old days?
Yeah, these are Kelly's things.
Right.
Dylan, she needs a place where she can be alone.
She needs to get away from you. You were her problem. Now, you might as well get used to the fact that Kelly and I are going to be together. Kelly is mine.
Man, she does not need this kind of pressure.
But there is not any pressure anymore. Why don't you just face the fact, Nick? Kelly is going to belong to me.
You really believe that?
Well, she's not married to you. You should be on your honeymoon now, shouldn't you?
And when she sees what you're doing here, she is going to take off again, and this time it's not going to be just across the town.
Look, you are so wrong.
I just can't get it through your head, can I?
Now, what is this, Rosa? We're not entertaining the Reagans tonight, are we?
It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Without a doubt. But this isn't a celebration, you know.
Sophia hasn't dined in this house for a long, long time. To me, that's reason enough to celebrate.
Please take away the candles.
But just the candles.
Just the candles.
Good evening, Cece.
Twice in one day. I'm a lucky man, Augusta.
So you think? Oh, dinner in the atrium.
I'm expecting someone. Can we make this brief?
Wasn't me?
No, afraid not. It wasn't you.
What a shame.
Did you bring the papers?
Yes, certificate of authenticity.
Wonderful. And we have no more business to discuss and no reason for you to make any more surprise visits.
Actually, in fact, if you're waiting for Sophia...
In fact, I am. So good night, Augusta.
Well, I'd start without her if I were you. You don't want the soup to get cold.
We're having gazpacho, but thank you for your concern.
I just wanted to suggest that maybe she wouldn't be here in the near future.
She's clearing her schedule with you now?
No, more with Lionel. I think you've become second choice.
You could make a career out of starting trouble.
You could sell tickets to your gazebo. That's where I saw Lionel and Sophia in deep conversation. They didn't even hear me go by.
That's supposed to mean something to me.
Probably you'll be dining alone.
Well, thank you for caring, Augusta, but I suggest you trade in your binoculars. It's so unattractive for a woman in your position to be reduced to following the philandering ex-husband.
Actually, I wasn't going to say anything. I thought it might hurt you, but what do I care? Enjoy the soup.
Rosa.
Cece, stop by tonight.
Well, wonders never cease. Huh?
Now, no, wait. Don't say another word and don't start with me. Let's get back to business. I'm late already. What's that? Did you hear a noise?
Yeah, that's probably just a possum or a skunk or something.
Skunk. Pleasant idea. I know from what you're telling me and what I see here, you need some leverage on some business adventures, huh?
Yeah.
And this is the working capital you need.
Well, it's just a short term.
Lionel, I'll have to ask you why you're in such a bind.
Because I've become very heavily mortgaged in the last year, and, well, the money from your corporation would give me some breathing space where I can feel the projected cash flow starts to flow.
Armonte Industries has given business loans before, so I'll take it to the board.
Well, now, I don't want any special favors. I still own the offshore oil rights to that beachfront property that Cece bought, or rather stole, and I can use it as collateral and even sell them if I have to.
Good.
I'll pay the current interest rates plus a point.
You're getting so formal with me.
Well, I want to keep it strictly a business proposition. After all, it would have taken weeks, maybe months to get it from a bank.
I understand, Lionel. I'll talk to the board and see what happens.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And as soon as I get any information, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it.
Just a handshake.
You know, I didn't sleep a wink last night. I kept thinking about our latest non-conversation about whatever else is really bothering you.
Cruz, really?
Please, sit down. Now you gotta tell me what's going on. What is Nick investigating for you?
What did he tell you?
Not much, but I know he's worried, and so am I. Are you in danger?
No. Nick is just investigating some corporate business for me.
You always were a lousy liar.
I can't help it if you don't believe me.
You know what I think? I think you know a lot more about Gina's attempt on your life than you're letting on.
You're wrong.
Damn it, Eden, will you stop? Pursuing this alone is a mistake. You could get hurt.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? Does that mean you know somebody else is involved? You know, I'm not going anywhere until you start talking to me.
It doesn't matter now.
How can you say that? What if it wasn't just one attempt? What if the cabin wasn't an accident? That mysterious explosion could very easily have been the work of whoever planned the boathouse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, why didn't you come to me with this in the first place? You think I don't care about this?
I thought that you cared too much, and I didn't want you to get hurt. I couldn't stand that. Don't you understand that?
Who is gonna hurt me? Who are you afraid of?
Sorry to interrupt. I've ordered a new series of heart scans on your husband.
Is he worse?
Oh, no, quite to the contrary. As a matter of fact, I want to know his exact coronary condition, especially in view of his latest episode. And he'd like to see you before we take him down.
Of course.
What?
How do you feel?
Better.
Doctor says you're doing a lot better. Getting stronger.
Feel stronger. I wasn't about to leave you now.
Don't try to talk.
No, but I want to. The worst is over now,
Just rest.
Later. The doctor said that this heart of mine stopped for a few moments. For a few moments, I was dead.
Just don't think about it.
Well, it's okay. I knew I'd come back to you, sweetheart. Nothing's going to keep us apart anymore.
We'll talk about this when you get better, okay?
No, darling. Now. I want to talk about it now with you. I'm going to be okay, sweetheart. I'll be coming home with you. Everything will be just like it was. I promise you. I love you, darling.
I'll get it, Rosa.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
I didn't think you were coming.
I got tied up, Cece, and there wasn't a phone handy. I would have called.
I'm sure. No matter. I had to cancel.
Yeah. Oh, no, is there something wrong? Did you hear from Kelly?
No, it's a business matter. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought maybe we could have a pleasant evening together. We used to have a lot of those.
I didn't bring it to an end.
Oh, all right. Okay, you know what? I was expecting that. I really was. I should have listened to my own advice. This was a mistake.
I'll have my driver take you home.
Don't bother, Cece. You know, the man who invited me here this morning, I liked that man. I don't know what happened to that man between then and now. Frankly, I couldn't care less.
Then you should be glad to be going home. Goodbye, Sophia. Hello.
I can see you're your old charming self.
I've had enough of you today, Augusta.
The feeling is mutual, believe me, but I thought I owed it to you to tell you I was wrong. I found out why Lionel and Sophia were meeting today.
Well, I'm not interested in your latest bulletin on my ex-wife.
Fine, fine. Think what you want. But there was nothing romantic going on between them.
Augusta, if I ever catch you spying on my property again, I'll call the police.
I'm trembling with fear. Have a pleasant evening, you miserable son of a... Forget it. You're not worth it.
Hi.
Good evening.
I'll be dining alone this evening.
But Mrs. Lockridge has already arrived. She said she was expecting you. Please, follow me.
This is a surprise.
I didn't like the way we left things this morning. Would you join me?
I take it you're going to quit working with Capwell Enterprises?
I wouldn't go that far, but you're right about Cece. He hasn't changed. He is someone not to trust, and you're very right to despise him.
But you're still going to be working with him.
Maybe we can compromise.
What's that?
It's my shares in the casino. I don't want to have anything to do with owning it.
What's going on?
It's simple. I just don't want to have to deal with that man in a partnership, that's all.
Have you been talking to anyone?
Only to my broker, who's been holding the certificates.
But these shares are yours. You have every right to them.
I don't want them. It's just the idea of being in business with that man. Well, it's impossible. Please, take me.
I appreciate the offer, Augusta. I can't accept them.
Why not?
Why? Because they're yours, and I don't need them. I don't want them. You can do something else for me, though, if you like.
What?
You can give me the pleasure of your company at dinner.
No. I think it's a little late.
Please.
All right. I'll join you if you promise that we can start with our usual... You remember.
A bottle of Dom Pérignon 74.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly? Kelly, it's me, Nick. Bill must have changed his mind, huh? Monday night.
Lights out, young man. It's past your bedtime. I'll be in a minute.
So the reports on Kirk are good, huh?
You know, you were right all along. Gina wanted to kill me, she would have. There was someone else.
Who?
Same person who made sure I was at the boathouse. Same person who sent the notes.
You do know, don't you?
I don't have any proof. That's what Nick was doing. He was helping me piece it all together.
So who was it, Eden?
Someone very insecure and jealous. Someone who couldn't stand the thought of me being with another man, wanting to be with another man.
My God, it was Kirk.
Kirk knew that I never loved him. I wouldn't even admit it to myself. But he always knew that I wanted to be with you.
I know.
I had lied for so long about us. And I thought that he would believe the lies. But he didn't.
Let's not talk about this anymore, right?
Cruz,
Here, listen.
I've missed you. I've missed you so much, and I want to be happy again. I love you. I never stopped loving you. Cruz.
Please.
Have great news, Mrs. Cranston. All your husband's results are very encouraging. The arteriogram, all the other preliminary results indicate he's going to be able to lead a very healthy and normal life.
You hear that, sweetheart? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna live. I told you I'd never leave you alone.